What's up, everybody? Flicking off episode 10. We made it to 10, man. I'm Marc. That's Jacob. All right. So apparently, the solution to climate change and overpopulation and the overall human condition is to just make everybody tiny. Alexander Payne did this movie. He'd been planning on making this movie since 2009. This week we're talking about Downsizing, baby. Downsizing. Alexander Payne. If you don't know who Alexander Payne is, phenomenal director. Everything he does is on fire. This was his passion piece. So just like last episode, we were talking about Kevin Smith's passion piece. This is Alexander Payne's passion piece. And it's like if Honey, I Shrunk the Kids had like an existential breakdown, and they pivoted to world class warfare. Like it's got a brilliant turn, I think. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna break it down. So here's the thing: Alexander Payne, he spent 9 years trying to make this movie happen, guys. 9 fucking years. That's longer than most marriages. You know what I mean? And to tell us that even if you shrink down to a little bitty miniature size, your problems are still full size. So I loved it. There's a hard split between critics and overall viewership. So there's a lot of negative user reviews. There's a lot of positive. But in somehow all of this, actress by the name of Hong Chau just showed up and stole the entire movie. Won a Academy Award for this piece, and I'd never seen the film up until this episode, but this was Jacob's link, and what made you want to pick this film, homie?
Obviously, we were watching Dogma, and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck pair up in that one as two angels, and I had to go with Matt Damon. And I wanted to go with something you probably hadn't seen, but I wanted to see how it hit you, what it was. And so that was one of my main thoughts going into it. Basically, you already mentioned they shrink people. Matt Damon's an ordinary guy. He decides to get shrunk. His wife leaves him, and he does go through a change of life, and that's basically the gist of it. There's a lot of twists and turns along the way that get you to the end. 5.8 on IMDb. So
sometimes I see 5s and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
This one for me, I think, is definitely in the low 6 ranges, is where I think it should at least be.
I gave it in my mind when I was looking at the ratings. I had to give this movie 6.9, 7, 7.1, around that range. I didn't think it was. There's no way it goes below 6.5 in my mind, but
yeah,
I get why people. Actually, I don't. I really don't. I don't even want to say that. This was a great film. I mean, I think expectations really ruined this film for a lot of folks, right?
Yes.
If you love Alexander Payne and all his recent movies leading up to this one, he kind of came out of some woods no one had ever seen before with this. But I thought it was great. I really enjoyed this film. I watched it twice. And I loved it both times. And the performances in this I think this is probably Matt Damon's most underrated, misunderstood performance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say The Great Wall, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
but
Matt Damon, I think me and you talked about this. If you look at his IMDb, people, it's insane. Like the number of 7s and above 8s that this man is in, it's an insane number of movies.
He's got a lot of 8s.
Yeah,
he's got
insane.
a lot of 8s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But and deserving. Matt Damon is Matt Damon. I think he's great at anything he does. I've never seen The Great Wall was probably my least favorite. Not gonna
You've thrown
lie.
it in there a couple times, so that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm sorry, man. That movie just missed me with all that shit. I don't ever want to see some shit like that ever again. But
I watched it
um,
one afternoon when it was on, like, Netflix or something. I can't remember a lot about it. It was just I remember,
me
it was
neither,
one of those crazy, like, kind of popcorn movies. It was probably fun in the theater, but,
for
I
sure.
mean, Alexander Payne, dude, you know, this
He
guy, he
kills it.
did Citizen Ruth, Election, About Schmidt, Sideways. That's the one that gets
I'm not
talked
drinking
about
any
so much.
fucking Merlot, dude. To this day. To this
Nebraska,
day.
and most
Nebraska
recently, The
was a great
Holdovers.
film.
Yeah.
Nebraska was a great film and
That's
innovative in
Bruce
its own
Dern,
way.
right?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah. I
Putting
can't
me on the spot. Old guy.
yeah.
God. Putting me on the spot. Yeah, it is. It's Bruce Dern,
Nice.
Will Forte.
Nice.
Um, yeah. I mean, let's get into it. I mean, so for starters, folks, like when I first saw it, like I seen this movie was really marketed well because I remember when it was coming out, it was all over the previews just like any other movie, but they had it on all the sports games. They had it on the Olympics. You know, they put this movie out in front of a lot of eyeballs. And for whatever reason, when I saw the preview, it just looked different and weird and kind of stupid to me, like I
Yeah.
couldn't wrap my head around what they were trying to do, making everybody small. And I thought it was going to be some quirky, like, I don't know, fucking just a dumb comedy is what I thought
Yeah.
I was getting myself into. So I never saw it until
Yeah.
me and you decided to do a fucking movie podcast and you linked it to that movie. And I'm glad I watched it. I mean, shoot, dude, there's not too many films like this, and that's why I appreciate it so much. And you can tell, like, the story, the plot was really thought about in depth. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they actually made miniature neighborhoods for this movie and filmed, like, the trains and all that stuff, like, so they went all out for this film. I was shocked when I saw that it cost $68 million. You know, it's $68 million, man. When you watch this film, you try and find where that money went, right? Like, I mean,
But you
um,
talk about the practicality of the shrinking. You told me about something about that that I didn't know, like the practical effects. So some of that probably
yeah,
cost
they
some
did.
money.
I thought so when I went into it, I thought the only way that they accomplished this was solely CGI, and that's not the case at all. They used a lot of camera tricks, especially like when there that scene where Matt Damon's talking to
Jason Sudeikis,
Jason
yeah.
Sudeikis, and they did a lot of camera tricks, and they created, props for Sudeikis to sit, like, when he's sitting on the fucking, uh, cookies, I think it is, or something,
Oh, yeah,
chips or
yeah, yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. That's
It's on
act
our
they
thumbnail. Yeah,
they
yeah.
actually made that, like,
A giant box,
yeah,
yeah.
they made a
Yeah.
giant box for that. Now they did use CGI for a lot of it, like, when they m roll everybody in on the
Yeah, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
like, that was CGI, and they're, like, scooping the bodies up and
It's
everything like
funny you
that.
mentioned that, like, I kept thinking about how dangerous everything would be for these little people, like, if one dude tripped or knocked over that
Right.
cart or
Or
something, right?
falls on the whole entire village, like, or
Yeah,
neighborhood, right? Like, what if you just, like, trip, like, "Oh, shit," and then
yeah,
fucking fall, like, right on it?
yeah,
Um, I think that's another thing that audiences had trouble with was, like, wrapping their head around a world where people could actually make themselves 5 inches tall. A great scene in the movie was when they're going through all the legality of it before they do it because it's
oh,
an
yeah, yeah.
irreversible process.
Yeah.
So, like, they got the camera in front of them. They're like, "And you do realize, like, you cannot come back after this, right?" And then they, like, nod their head. They're like, "I need you to say yes in the camera, please. Say yes." Like, "Yes, yes." I thought that was cool. I mean, they created this they created a like they didn't create the problem, they created a fictional solution to
Yes.
a major problem that this world faces, and I thought it was brilliant. I really did.
I
I don't
thought,
s
like, you mentioned, like, them going to get shrunk and going to the doctor's office and all that, like, that was also where I noticed, like, the movie went from, like, a mostly happy tone to, like, the tone suddenly even though everything's bright and shiny and they're
right.
doing this stuff, the tone gets darker, like, it gets weirder, and then, they're shaving off their eyebrows and everything, it
It
gets a
kinda
little
felt like they were
strange, like
signing up for a timeshare in the beginning, like,
yeah.
they had the actress from Nails, I forget her name, African American actress. She's brilliant, she's been on a lot of great stuff. She was actually on Reno
Reno 911?
911.
Niecy Nash, yeah, and
Niecy
there was
Nash,
another
that's
girl from Reno 911 in this movie too,
she
Terry
actually
Kinney, yeah.
played the girl that dated, Matt
Yes.
Damon in the beginning, yeah. I forgot that she was in Reno 911, that's
Yeah.
wow, I'm glad we pointed that out, but yeah, no, like, when she's going over the different packages of, like, "Do you want
Oh, yeah.
access to all the gyms and
Yeah.
stuff?" I was like, I just
That's
thought it
when
was
she does the, like, translation because that's one of the for people who haven't seen it and are listening to the podcast, that's one of the things that they entice people with is you can take your money, and it's like, I think they took 150,000 and it was gonna be worth, like,
3.5 million.
11,000,000 or something.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was like
well,
it was
yeah,
something insane. I've
it
actually
was
got it in my notes, not that people need the exact figure, but it just so people know, it's a good ratio, like, you know, uh,
um
150,000 was gonna go to 12.5 million. So, yeah.
right. But this movie has, like, a dark turn, I don't know if we let before we get into that, let's talk about casting. So, originally, when this movie was getting made in 2009, Paul or Alexander Payne wanted to use Paul Giamatti for Matt Damon's role,
Yes.
and I think it was agreed upon to some extent, like, I think Paul was actually planning on doing it, and instead of what's her name again? The girl that played his wife?
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. Instead of Kristen Wiig, it was supposed to be Reese Witherspoon, and that really blew me away because Reese
Yeah.
Witherspoon's a big name. That's
Yeah.
a big name in Hollywood still to this day, and I love Reese Witherspoon and a lot of shit she's done. But
Giamatti's one of the few people, like I mean, Matt Damon works so well in this movie, he's so good, but I could see Paul Giamatti doing this role. Like, it's one of
I
those I
could.
could. It's usually I hear a name and I'm like, "I don't know, though."
I
Like
almost wanna see him in this role. Like,
yeah.
like, I kinda do. I think that would have been cool just because of the rapport that
Yeah.
they have with one another. But um for whatever reason, and I couldn't find anything surrounding why, but Reese Witherspoon backed out. I think it was a last minute thing, or maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure. She probably just wanted to do another project. I'm not entirely too sure, but she backs out, and that kind of fucked up the process. I think they had dates and schedules in line already at this point, and to recast a major role, that's a big decision. I mean,
Yeah. I
I could
mean
totally see a director wanting to take his time, step back, and if it takes a year, it takes a year. Because again, guys, I think another thing, I just want to hit this nail on the head one more time. This was his passion project. This is like this director had an enormous amount of success with all the other projects that he released, and he wanted to do this. Like this is
yeah.
the movie he wanted to get done. Um, so
He
yeah,
started it back in 2009, right?
2009, man. I mean, that's when he started trying to get this film made, um, and you and I just had a little discussion before we even turned on the camera. Like, what if this movie did get made in 2010? Would this like change its trajectory a little bit?
I think
Um,
it would have. I think it would have.
I
You
think
brought
it
up
would
an
have, but it would have been
interesting
a
point.
massively different movie, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah. You
Just be
needed, like, that time in America to pass to sort of
right,
make some of these points stick a little bit more.
right.
Like
I mean, so the whole synopsis pretty much is around like our eco footprint, right? Like, I don't know if you've seen that documentary. I think it was on Netflix and it was The Minimalists. It was about people that, you know, don't have a lot of trash. Like, I remember there was this one couple in the movie, they had a jar and it was all of their trash from a year. Like,
Yeah.
and it was crazy to see. It was like, but they go out of their way. I mean, they're really working hard to not
Yeah.
leave this eco footprint. And I get it's important,
I
but
get it's important to them. Anybody who's ever worked, like, behind the scenes at any of these corporate jobs and you see how much stuff gets just thrown
just
away
oh yeah,
constantly,
man.
it's crazy.
Paper,
Yeah.
pens, fucking ink. Fuck how much ink gets wasted, man. I mean, but
Uh,
no, that's pretty much the synopsis of it. He created a fictional answer and a breakthrough in science to and it was believable to me. I really thought it was believable. Um
yeah, he
and
really just uses the story as, like, a driver to, like, be able to tackle, like, so many social issues, you know?
yeah.
I
And
mean
he told a great story and then it pivots into the reality of it is no matter what, like we're still going to have big problems with any breakthrough in science but uh yeah, so they recasted it, Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig. Um, I think Kristen Wiig did a great job. I thought she was really good. A lot of people shit on Kristen Wiig. They think she can't act. I've seen her in a ton of serious roles. Like she did that one where I forget that guy's name, but he was one of the cops in Superbad. That wasn't Joe Rogan. And he's got this huge show too. It's where he's like an assassin or a hitman and he goes to like improv like with a
oh,
group of people. What's
is
it
it
called?
Kevin James?
I think so, but what's the show called? That's the only way I'm gonna
Oh, I
know.
don't know, but Kevin James, yeah, he's,
Let me look it up before I even
Paul
start.
Blart Mall Cop, that guy?
No, not kid. No, that's not who I'm talking about. He was a SNL guy.
Oh,
He was one of the cops in
Hader.
Superbad.
Bill Hader was one of the cops.
It is Bill Hader. That's exactly who
Okay,
it is.
gotcha.
Yeah,
I
but
missed the SNL part, sorry, yeah.
nah, yeah, yeah. Bill Hader was in this movie with Kristen Wiig where they were siblings and their parents passed away or something like that, and it was a really serious flick, and she killed it. I thought she did a great job. I think she does a great job in this one. Matt Damon, of course, did a great job. There's a lot of like actors that come in later on where you're just like, wow, I've seen that guy. I know who that is. I've seen this woman. I know who that is. But there's this one particular actress that shows up. Her name is Hong Chau. And what is so different about her role in this movie is her performance and just the way she embodied the character and how she understood Alexander Payne's writing this character. I can't even pronounce her name in the film. It's something very Vietnamese. I don't know how to
Yeah,
say
it's
it.
like Ngoc Tran is
Yeah,
her name.
Knuckling Tran or something like that, but she embodies the character so much. They had a conversation over lentil soup, guys. She sends in a audition video. Alexander Payne liked it, landed her an interview with him. They talked about life, family, and just immigration. I'm sure they talked about politics for a little bit. I'm sure, and he loved her so much he truly thought from what I read that this woman gets what he's trying to do. So much so, in fact, that he rewrites a lot of scenes towards the end of the film to make her a major character. And she did such a great job that all the major critics completely, even if they didn't like the film, they agreed that she was phenomenal and she completely stole the show. And
Yeah.
I agree with that sentiment because when I watched it the first time, she totally did.
Yeah.
And I'd only seen her in a couple of films prior to this. Um, and this one was just brilliant. Her accent, the way her she kept the same facial expression throughout the movie, and she did stuff with her eyes, like she would look down or she would scrunch her eyebrows, and it's just subtle face movements that just spoke volumes,
Yeah,
and the accent was brilliant. I mean, I've been to Vietnam. I've heard the accent. I've actually worked with a lot of Vietnamese people, and it's the same. It's like the accent was so good, and
yeah,
I believe her character grew up in New Orleans or Louisiana, or immigrated from Vietnam. That was her backstory, and she was a refugee who got like the whole thing, guys, is they market like the whole time in the beginning of this film, you're like, oh man, like they're gonna get small and life's gonna get better. But as soon as he gets small, the director takes this really it goes from satire to like this really dark drama, like sci-fi drama. And
yeah,
there's this whole like underground market and
yeah,
all these activist groups and terrorist groups that are using this technology and forcing people to become small that don't want to. And then they drew up a lot of politics behind it, like people that didn't like the idea of going small. They brought up a lot of news televisions going on about how they don't have enough people to work jobs because everyone's becoming small, and they don't like it's hurting the economy. And they had a couple of scenes where people were
yeah.
arguing about that.
That
It
was funny. I really liked some of that stuff because that's the stuff that really
it
Alexander Payne's trying to get you to think about. He's trying to get you to think about all the aspects. Like, one of the
right.
things that really got me when he starts going down, like, the social tiers and finding the poorer and poorer classes of society, it really made me think, like, if most people take some money and go in and go from 150K to 12.5 million, then if you're dirt poor and you're in here, then you're like really, really poor. Like, they found a way to like even find lower classes of people by just shrinking them. It's crazy.
When they get on that bus and they go to Hong Chau's characters, like, the bottom of the bottom in the downsized world,
Yeah.
and they go into that makeshift apartment complex. I actually thought that a lot of the sets were CGI, and I think I already brought this up, but it's not. They actually
Yeah.
created that whole apartment complex, like, and they made it to look like it was meant for someone that was 5 inches tall. But I thought that was the beautiful part of this film. He Alexander Payne left no stone unturned as far as like he really embodied if this technology existed, and he made it very believable, and I appreciated that. I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't see anything where it was just so unbelievable. I'm like, "Oh, this is
No, I
complete
mean,
shit."
they like it looks really good. Like, all the effects and stuff look really good. And like you said, it's interesting where there are moments or times where they'll just visually remind you in some kind of way that they're small because you're just seeing a bunch of small people now, so they all look normal size on film, right? But he keeps
Right.
finding interesting visual ways throughout to, like, remind you, no, they're, like,
Yeah,
small.
that's had to be a challenge, for a production designer, right? I mean, you can't use CGI for everything, and you're creating a world for a 5-inch person.
Yeah.
Like, I think that posed some difficult challenges. I mean, also because Alexander Payne wanted the viewers to constantly be reminded, like, this is VFX. The visual effects supervisor said the goal was get in and forget it, right? So, like, right when he goes into the miniature world, he's in the miniature world. They don't remind us too much after that. Like, it's
Yeah.
just he's in, and I thought that was good. I thought it was great. The only other reminder I think was the subtle reminders like the
Yeah.
flower. You know, where, "Oh,
Oh,
where'd you get
yeah.
the real flour?" You know,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
when they drive through the wall out of the bus, like, I mean, I get that. I just don't understand the hate surrounding this movie, um, and I also posed the question to myself, I wrote it down here, like, would I have enjoyed this movie seeing it in theaters and knowing what it was? Because I didn't even know Alexander Payne did this movie, like, when it was coming out and everything, like
Well, earlier you said, like, it was marketed, like, very widely, like, it was
oh,
everywhere,
yeah,
but it was a totally different movie from what the trailer you saw, right? And that's
right.
the experience that a lot of people had, and that's like, you know, it's not all the reasons people don't like this movie, some people just don't like it, but that was one of the many reasons why people in large numbers decided, "I don't like this movie," like,
I mean,
like
dude, I loved it. I really did.
I
I
I
thought it
don't
was
mind it at all. I don't mind it at all. Like, it's not one I wanna rewatch over and over again, but this was my 3rd time watching it. Like, I had watched it twice previous to this, and, like, it's it's interesting. Like,
it is. It makes you
it
think, man,
keeps
and it's
going too. It's like it never sticks with, and that was another criticism because it doesn't stick to one plot, and you're like, "Okay, now it's gonna be this for the rest of the movie." No, about every 20 or 30 minutes, something happens that sort of makes it bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's funny to say because 'cause they're small, but anyway, like, it just I'm glad you said it's his passion project because it shows to me,
it
like, it
does.
shows he really cared about it, like, if this was just some dumb little movie that he didn't care about,
There's
I don't
really no hole
yeah,
in the plot at all. I mean, and for something as broad as like overpopulation being explored and like environmentalist issues being explored, like based on a technology that doesn't exist, like you created it on paper. I mean, hard to do, and I got high
yeah,
five, Alexander Payne. I mean,
yeah,
fucking, you killed it, bro. I mean, I I think it's crazy. It's his least successful movie. I
yeah,
It really turns me upside down when I hear that or read that, like, because it's like, I don't know. It's a
yeah,
weird film. I get it. Like, it makes you think about so many different things, and then at the end, they hit you with a fucking love story. Like,
yes.
I I don't know. It was all over the place, but in a great way.
They hit you with, like, a cult who's gonna go in this bunker for the end of the world and a love story, like, all at
Right.
the end, and it's just like, "Okay." Like, you know, uh,
I
and
thought it
really,
was
it kept it's the first time I watched it anyway, it kept me guessing right up to the end. Like, what
oh,
is
me
he gonna
too.
decide to do? What is Matt Damon gonna decide to do? Like, so I think
Bro, I
that's
was dying
important.
laughing when he decided to go into underground, right? Like,
Yeah.
because like, spoiler alert, like, it didn't work. Everyone's gonna die, like, fucking so but just like you said, what the fuck is happening next? And as soon as Hong Chau's character gets introduced, he starts rubbing her leg and fucks up his shit, and then she's helping her. Like, dude, in that scene where he shows up to clean Christoph Waltz's character's
Oh, and he
house,
starts
and
laughing
he
at him.
starts busting out laughing, dude. I
Yes.
was dead when I seen that scene cracked me up both times, man, because he's
Yeah.
just like, look at this motherfucker, dude. Like,
The fun time
um,
party boy in this movie is played by Christoph Waltz, and he's got, like, his business partner, the old Udo Kier, and they both kill it. Their performances are really good, and, they're both especially Christoph Waltz, I mean, he's in a good section of the movie right there in the middle, all the way to the
he plays
end,
a pivotal
basically.
role. I mean, he's the
Yeah.
person that introduces the I say she's the main character. It's not Matt Damon. I mean,
Yeah.
that and that's another thing that I appreciate about this movie. I've never seen the main character introduced midway through the film.
I've seen
Like,
that before. I'm having trouble thinking of an example, but I've definitely seen it
it's
before.
well, okay,
But
I've probably seen it, but
I like the idea of that because I had never really thought about it like that. There is sort of a main character switch, and then you're sort of following both of them to the end, you know?
right, right.
Yeah.
But I will say this actor really well. He played this really thoughtful, sweet, kinda like pushover guy, and
Yeah.
it
He works at
shows
Omaha Steaks, like, just
right, like,
just
as a fucking physical therapist, like, come
yeah.
on, dog, he's not even selling steaks. Who is this guy? Like, it's literally the opposite of the real Matt Damon, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the complete fucking opposite, like, um, and I thought it was brilliant. I mean, the writing was top fucking notch. I kept trying to find something to nitpick about, and I couldn't. I mean, I thought the ending was great. You know me, the ending's gotta be it's gotta be a fucking ending, okay?
Yeah.
Like, and it did. They ended it on a high note
Yeah.
with questions, but not like not so many that it overshadows the whole entire fucking movie. I mean,
Yeah. They've
I thought
made a decision about what they wanna do, it looks like, by the end of the
right,
movie, you know, and so
right.
you know what the main characters are doing, you know?
I loved that scene where she's like, "What fuck you give me?" And
Oh,
he's like,
yeah.
"What?" He's like, "What fuck you give me?" And then
8 different kinds.
there's 8 different
Mer
kind of fuck.
Yeah.
Pity fuck, like love me fuck. And then when he says it, like she starts to cry. Like
Yeah.
I just was like, bro, that shit got me a little teary eyed at the end, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like fucking I was kind of like, damn, like I'm falling in love with these characters. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't until the end, like
Yeah.
to like the last 20 minutes. That's it went from first 20 minutes, completely different film. The next 40 minutes, completely different film. Then it
Yeah.
pivots
Yeah.
and they go to the fjord
Yeah.
and it's like this completely different film. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I loved it. I fucking it they transitioned beautifully and
Yes.
it was good, man. And
The Matt
Christoph
Damon
Waltz.
partying scene, that was pretty fun when
Oh
he's
yeah, dude, when he takes the drugs. He takes the drugs. Oh my god, man. I was like, little people are doing drugs, dude. Fucking that's crazy. And him like noticing the first miniature child at the party.
Oh, yeah, little Ronnie, little Ron
Right. I was like, bro, this guy, this like what a corn dog of a character for Matt Damon to play, dude. When he like pulls out the camera, can I get a picture? Like it's like fucking shit, man. Um, really great performances, guys. And like this, honestly, Hong Chau, I've never seen someone who wasn't on the cover of the movie. I don't even think she was on the cover. I didn't see Hong Chau in any of the
No, it's
uh
not marketed as her being, like, a main role, for sure.
but she got nominated for a fucking Golden Globe. I
Yeah.
mean, and a SAG award. And her part wasn't even meant to be central. The fact that she had an audition and the director rewrote her into this movie in a more meaningful way. You don't see that too much. You don't
Yeah.
see a movie like this at all too much. So, as far as like originality, performances, the task that it was for the production design, man, I mean, like, and to create this world, I thought they did a phenomenal job. It's really mind-boggling to me that it got a 5. Like, it
Yeah.
really is, man. Like, um, but I mean, and God, I wish we were a bigger podcast because I wish I had fucking comments of people like, well, this is why I didn't like it. And they give me like
Yeah.
a good fucking reason because all the critics, all the user reviews that I read, all it was a personal opinion. They didn't really give any like constructive criticism on why they didn't enjoy it. It was
Yeah.
just silly to them. They didn't understand it
And
or
and to me, you don't have to like, if you feel like the director, like, leans politically away or feels a way about something you don't feel, doesn't mean I don't like their movie just because they put
Right.
that in there, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's either he's making the movie he wants to make, like, and it seemed like a
Right.
lot of the criticisms were about, like, his stances on, environmental issues or whatever, like, "Oh, you think this is the way, bro?" And it's
Yeah.
like, "Look, man, I'm making a
Look,
movie
dude,
about
I'm
it,
making a
like."
fucking movie, dog. Like,
Yeah.
what are we
Like,
talking
calm
about?
down, just
I
chill
saw
out.
those stupid fucking reviews where they were like, does anybody think this is possible? Like,
Yeah.
this is, he should have wrote a book." And I'm like, I don't think a, well,
I
I don't know.
did
It might have
see
been a
that
good
one
book.
guy wrote that he shoulda wrote a book about, yeah, like, okay, but he makes movies, that's what he does,
Right. Now
like.
he's a director and he's a good one at that. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like if it's kind of like if Stan Lee did comic books, just a million comic books, right? And then he writes this like vampire love story right at the
Yeah,
end, right? I mean, but he used comic books to get, this is what he really wanted to do. He wanted to write about these fucking vampires. Like,
yeah,
that's kind of, and then people read it and they're like, this, what the fuck is this? Like, I get it. Like,
yeah.
I get the real like film fans like us that, well, I don't want to say like us because I think we're a lot more open minded than most folks. And it's certainly not for this show. We've always been that way. But there are some folks that just are so in like bedded, like film is just like they're fanatics and they love certain directors. And when they tilt her off, like dude, Clerks 3, there's a lot of backlash for Clerks 3. Like it didn't get a ton of great reviews. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like
It was
it's
like, what's crazy is I think it's the, like, even when it's trying to be funny, it's the least funny of the Clerks, but overall, it being a less funny plot in general doesn't bother me at all, like, I love the plot of Clerks 3 and where it went. I really don't wanna spoil that for people who haven't seen it. That way, if we ever do it, we'll tell people right at the top. If you haven't watched this, do not listen to us talk about Clerks 3. You can't,
yeah. No, I
it's like
mean,
The
I just
Sixth
mean like
Sense, man, no.
I just like I think like if we're gonna talk about this film, we got to talk about expectations. I mean, that's what
Yes,
ruined this film, and but I still got to get. I think Alexander Payne deep down he knew like this isn't gonna be like my most successful film, but the fact that he still said fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want, and it
yes,
certainly was his biggest film he's ever done as far as how much money is being spent in production. Like
and they
this
didn't make
was
it all back. It only grossed, like, 58,000,000 worldwide, so, I mean, I'm sure
I
the
think
studio found a way to make back the rest of it in deals and stuff, who knows, but
do you
still.
think time will do this movie justice, or do you think we're just gonna get so advanced and we're gonna look at it like this is just a fucking joke?
Well, I mean, some movies just get lost to time anyway. I don't know, like, I think that's a good question. I don't really think that, I think time will do well for this movie so people don't have expectations about it. The people who watch it just end up watching it, and then they can just form their own opinion on it and not be clouded by other people telling them it sucks, but, I just don't know how well this one will be remembered. I don't hear people asking me, "Hey, did you watch Downsizing?" Like, nobody seems to talk about this movie, like, so I'm glad we're doing it too because, like, it needs people who just instantly throw it away as this is gonna be trash and haven't watched it, should give it a watch. I mean,
And
if
I
you
did
like
that.
movies.
I
Yeah,
did that. The seeing the previews and it being advertised, that's exactly what I did. What you just said is what I did. I said, "Fuck that movie." Like, why would I
yeah.
wanna see that? Like, it looks weird is what I said. Like, well, in my mind, I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what I fucking said verbatim,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, I know what
I
you mean.
I remember seeing the previews and going, I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah,
but and for whatever reason, I never went to go see it, and I only saw it last fucking week. So it's
yeah.
like, I get it. Like, I really do understand the negative criticism, but I only understand it if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I do not understand it once you do see it. Like, you sit down, you really watch it, and you go, "Ah, that movie was still shit." Dude, then you don't like good movies. Cause I mean, like, I that was a really it was funny, it
Yes.
was dramatic, it had heart, it was
Yeah.
sad,
Yes.
you could sympathize and fall in love
Yeah.
with all these
It's all
characters.
kinds of genres wrapped in one. It's drama, sci-fi, romance.
Right.
It's got everything in it. It's yeah.
When Kristen Wiig calls and is like, I couldn't go through with it," I was fucking so pissed. I had to pause the movie and be like, it's always that fucking bullshit. It's always that, like, "Alright, we're gonna do this, we're in it together, and,
Yeah.
sorry, I just fucking dipped on you last minute. Here's your ring back." Like,
Oh.
like, I feel
Luckily, I
terrible.
haven't had to deal with it like that, but gosh, I mean, it is just
I've
brutal when
been
that
I've
happens.
been
It is
Kristen Wiig,
brutal.
dog. I've been Kristen Wiig. It's not fun. But
Yeah.
I will say this, I was so upset for Matt. I mean, like, then when you see him dating that new chick and he's just it's terrible. It's like, dude, it was like watching nails on a chalkboard, watching Matt Damon be this guy, like this lame fucking guy, this whole fucking movie. Like, and then Hong Chau, dude, honestly, like that was a really, really good performance. Like the I'm not gonna keep giving
When
this bitch
she first
flowers,
when
dude.
they first meet and he gets Matt Damon, like, "Oh, you're a doctor." He's like, "No, no, I'm not a doctor," but
You
and
doctor,
she
you know
takes
what
him
to
to
do.
the
Yeah.
slums basically to, like, work on this woman. They have a conversation, and he's like he comes back out after looking at her, and he goes, "I think that lady might die." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh
she
yeah,
died."
she died.
Like, it was it was really good on both their parts. It was sad and hilarious at the same time. And then when he comes back the next time and she's like, "Oh, yeah, he she died."
Oh
Like, it was
yeah,
just like,
like,
"Whoa." I
but
mean,
it also embodies the spirit of people that like death is a big thing, but they don't make it a big thing like we do in the West. Like they might have one day, like it ain't like, be like,
yes.
sorry for your loss, like, and share stories and memories and oh my God, like, and I'm not now look, I'm not shitting on any religion, but I will say that would be the least favorite part if I was Jewish, is like when someone you love dies, you gotta sit there for a week. I think they made a movie about it with Jason Bateman was in it. I forget what it was called, but like it's called a Shitzvah or something like that. But
Sitting
um
Shiva maybe
Shiva,
or
something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
um but yeah, I mean, like, she really brought the cultural difference to this character. Like, and that scene where he explains like he had to leave and they go to, where was it? New Zealand or Iceland, or where was it?
They go to Norway.
Norway. And then
Yes.
like she explains like, he write me nicest letter and blah blah blah. Like, and she starts to cry, like, brilliant acting. Brilliant acting. I mean, to
And,
I can't
you mentioned it before, like, I think this is what's great is, like, another criticism people have of this movie sometimes is her, and they say, "Oh, she's like a caricature," and we both mentioned that we've known Vietnamese people and met Vietnamese people, and just like any other culture, there's all different kinds that come from different regions, and you've heard some people that talk and speak exactly like she does. It's
exactly like
not a caricature. It's like it's the real deal, and people just it's like, if you find that offensive, like, maybe
bro.
you ought to check yourself a little bit because it's like that's how some
Maybe you
people
should
really
visit
talk,
Vietnam, like, you know
you
what I mean?
know?
Like, and see
Yeah.
how they speak their actual national tongue. When this movie dropped, I'm glad you brought this up because when that movie dropped, I saw a lot of critic reviews saying that her role was stereotypical. And then I saw a lot
Yes.
of stuff on Twitter and her clapping back hard, like saying, like, it's like y'all wanted this girl. She's a refugee from fucking Vietnam, and y'all wanted to sound like she's going to Oxford. Like, no,
Yeah.
like, this is part of her character. It's called fucking acting. Like,
Yeah.
it's the
And
there
it's
was
called
no
real people, like, because in
right,
reality, that's probably closer to what it would have been. Like, she's
right.
this political, like, dissident from her country that was, like, trapped in a TV box where everybody died. Like, it's crazy. Like,
What blew my mind was critics still criticized her for being playing the stereotypical Vietnamese girl after knowing and already hearing chirps that this movie was being rewritten because of her. I mean, dude, they had a national wide casting search after the whole Reese Witherspoon debacle at one point. I mean, they
yeah,
were actually considering using non-actors and like actual real people with real disabilities was what I read. Like they wanted someone that really did have, one leg,
yeah,
um like that's and I appreciate Alexander Payne for this because he went in this wanting this to be as real as fucking possible while
yes,
you're forgetting how unreal it is at the same time. And
yes,
that's a difficult thing to do when you say it like that.
yeah,
But it worked, man. I really like this movie.
yeah.
I've liked every fucking movie we've done on this show, and it's pissing me off. I can't wait to get to the one where I'm like, dude, this movie was dog shit, and here's why. But nah, guys, look, before we get into the hype train, if you haven't seen this movie, if you were like me and you just were like, nah, not my cup of tea, you're wrong. This might just end up being a fantastic surprise. Okay, I mean, because it certainly was for me. And yeah, I mean, did you want to get into anything else? I
No,
mean,
I think maybe 2 things quickly,
sure,
like,
sure, sure, yeah.
just real quick, I notes I had. I thought by the end of this movie, and it's something Alexander Payne has talked about, like, this movie really is, like, it's really deep movie about life,
It
and,
really
like,
is.
they take this, crazy premise when really it's, like, about what it is to be human and what it means to be human. It's a deep movie, so I think that's worth mentioning, and at the
It
end of the
also,
film, it just said, "For George," and I had to look up who that was,
I remember
and,
that.
Alexander Payne lost his brother, George, to pancreatic cancer, and his dad, who was also named George, had died 7 months prior to that. So, he did it for his brother, but it's almost got a double meaning because he lost 2 important Georges, his brother and his dad, and I just thought that was worth mentioning. That was pretty
Nah, that
cool.
is. I mean, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because this movie. That's what people say sci-fi drama, and I'm sure, like, yeah, that's the category. But dude, this is about being human and how decisions affect other humans that you incorporate in your life and how this just the relationships you never expect take shape in a way that you never thought existed. Like I thought that was a beautiful part of the film too. Like when he meets Christoph Waltz character and it's like, who's this idiot making all this fucking noise? But he ends up like exposing him to the darker side of being downsized.
Yes.
And it was brilliant, man. That was probably one of the most well-written scripts ever. Like, I mean, to me at least, I mean, very hard to pull off. I mean, for sure. Um, but yeah, let's fucking get into
Let's
that
get into
motherfucking
the
hype train, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fucking hype train, baby. I had to hit you with the
the
little
energy.
the energy. It's
Alright, let
called
me let
fucking
me
presence. Get you some. Get you some fucking presents, guys. Get you some presents. Presents is not always during Christmas, okay? It could be during October as well. Just saying. Um, Jacob, what is your hype train?
My hype train this week, I'm gonna continue with this theme, man. We got Matt Damon, right? We're
Matt
going
Damon
from Matt
again?
Damon and Dogma, Matt Damon in this. Now this is looking out a little ways into the future, but we've seen a preview trailer for this. It's out there. Christopher Nolan's new movie coming out next summer, July 17th, 2026, The Odyssey, starring Matt Damon.
Whoa.
Based on the Greek mythology. So that's pretty much all you need to know. I mean, I've got the thing here,
Dude,
but
yeah, Christopher
you
Nolan,
don't need to,
guys. I
that's all you need to know, man.
I
Now
will
listen to this
see.
cast. Let me just list off some names,
I don't
right?
even need the. Honestly, I'm gonna let you do it. But all I heard was Christopher Nolan, and I'm going. I'm fucking going. I
With
mean,
Matt Damon up there too, so you gotta.
bro, Christopher Nolan could make a movie about the Teletubbies, and I'm fucking going. I'm going.
All right. With this next name is actually the director of one of your previous hype train picks, Benny Safdie. So it's got him in it, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, John
Ooh, Robert
Bernthal.
Pattinson's in it too with Matt
Yeah.
Damon?
Yes.
I'm
John
surprised because
Bernthal, Charlize Theron. Come on, man. You're bringing back Charlize, man.
Charlize
It's
Theron.
been
Well, she's been back. She's never left, Jacob.
okay.
Get
All
your
right.
shit
All
together.
right.
She just released the sequel to that. I don't even remember the name. I don't like that movie, but it's when
Mia
she played.
Goth, Zendaya, Elliot Page, Logan Marshall Green, John Leguizamo, Lupito
Holy
Nyong'o.
fuck. Like
It's
everybody
insane,
wants to
dude.
be in this everybody wants to be in a Nolan film. That's what it
Yes.
is. So I'm reading the synopsis. After the Trojan War, Odysseus faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like
Yes.
remember like the Titan.
It's
the Titan
movie.
movie.
Greek mythology, yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna probably be gods and all that kind of stuff.
How's Benny Safdie in this film? Is he an actor? I mean,
yes, he was.
I didn't know that.
He's one of the main guys in Good Time, and I think he's somewhere in Uncut Gems.
I've never seen Good
Time.
I gotta go watch that one. I haven't seen that.
Dude, you do. Watch it.
I gotta go watch that one.
Robert Pattinson's in it, man.
I know. I love.
It's him and Benny Safdie are the main actors in it.
Dude, let me shout out to Robert Pattinson because that new Batman movie that came out, I was shitting all over, dude, because I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan and love the Dark Knight series. I just think after Christopher Nolan created that world, there's literally no reason to make another Batman movie ever again in my mind. But when I saw Christopher Pattinson's new one, I really enjoyed it. And I'll tell you why. Because I used to read the Batman comic books as a little kid. And this one stuck to a lot of the stuff that happens in the comic books. More so, Christopher Nolan just created this whole new world. Like he had some of the stuff from comic books, but everything was new. The car design, the bat suit, the way the Joker dressed and the scar on his face, the performance, all that was created by Christopher Nolan. So shout out to Robert Pattinson. And I believe the new Batman's coming out the summer 2026. But I'm going to give you my hype train now, and it is The Running Man. It's a dark comedy, and it's starring Glenn Powell, who's just got. I don't know if it came out yet, but it's this new movie about him wearing makeup and being a quarterback, or he was like some a-hole quarterback in the league, and it's like a Mrs. Doubtfire, but
that. I've seen the trailer for that. I can't.
It's like Mrs. Doubtfire, but in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like Mrs.
That guy's in a lot right now. He's on a run. He's been in,
and I haven't liked everything he's done previously. I'm just not a huge fan of his.
Was he in the Twister, the new Twisters or whatever?
He was. That's right.
Yes.
Didn't really like the new Twister. Did you? Did you enjoy it?
I think it was a different take. I mean, I'm still the original.
I'm tired of takes. I'm tired of takes. If you're gonna revisit something, You got to make it your own, dude. And they did not make that their own. They just did it. They had better equipment and better technology in different ways to film the same movie we saw in the 90s. I mean, come on, bro. I just spent $28 on the ecstasy. The least you can do is buy the movie ticket. That's my impersonation of my uncle taking me to go see Twister in 1990. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Kill Tony. Who was that? Who's that guy I love with the red hair? That was him.
William Montgomery.
William Montgomery. That was his first ever. I fucked up the joke, but whatever. I had to do it because we were talking about Twister. But yeah, The Running Man. It's a dark comedy. A man joins a game show where contestants allowed to go anywhere in the world are pursued by hunters hired to kill them. And I saw the trailer. It looks really interesting. It looks like this video game that I just got done playing that actually had Keanu Reeves as the main character. Like Keanu Reeves gets casted in video game roles now, which is pretty cool. I can't think of the name right. Cyberpunk is the name of the game.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of gave me a cyberpunk vibe, but Glenn Powell isn't the only one that's in it. Amelia Jones is going to be in it. She's been in a lot of shit recently. And Josh Brolin was going to be in this film as well. I think he plays the game host. William H. Macy is going to be in this one as well. I haven't seen him in a long time. I wonder what he's been up to. He still looks like a fucking homeless man. I don't know what's going on there, but Michael Cera will be in this film as well, guys. So if you're a big Michael Cera fan, you grew up with him and you like that stuff, go check it out. Okay. It's going to be in theaters November 14th, 2025. And that's right around the corner, guys. That's right. The fucking holidays are amongst us again.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's a loose remake of a movie from 1984 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Running Man.
Right.
And
I think
I
it'll be
loved
better.
that movie growing up. I loved that movie growing up. And it's considered one of the cornier Arnold movies. And I love it. When I saw
don't think
the
I've seen The
trailer for
Running Man
this,
with Arnold.
this is a different take on it. Like the game rules seem completely different. And so I'm sort of like, I just have to wait and see if it's good. I don't want to crap on it before I've seen it because I don't know. But I'm sort of like, we'll see.
Right now, people are crapping on it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the popularity. It shot down 189 points this week. So I'm excited to see it. When I saw it,
yeah.
I mean, like, dude, like, you got to give, and what I'm learning doing this podcast is we're going to have to start giving everything a chance if we're going to see something great. I mean, right? I mean, like, if you just like, nah, and just waiting for Dune 3, you're never going to see all the great shit that's coming out, man. And I'm not shitting on Dune 3 because I'm fucking waiting on Dune 3. I actually got a countdown on my phone for that movie. But yeah, dude, you know, hunt him down. The Running Man. Director is Edgar Wright, and I'm looking forward to it. It looks really good. It looks like I get like you're a fan of the old one. I think the old one, what they're gonna do with this one is what they wanted to do with the old one, what they couldn't do with the old one, right? I mean, back in those
the fact that Edgar Wright's directing it, I didn't even remember that. That puts a lot more faith in me. Like, that guy's made some really good movies.
He's incredible.
Even if it's not what the old one is, hopefully I'll still be able to appreciate it for what he does with this one.
I loved Baby Driver, and I love, we were talking about, I think this was on a filler episode we did for buddy comedies, but the trilogy you had brought up, I think he He did
the Cornetto
Shaun of the
trilogy.
Dead,
Yes.
World's End, and all. Yeah,
And
yeah.
Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
And Hot Fuzz, and that's the one, baby. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be hilarious, and I think it's going to be dark, and it's going to be action packed, and that sounds right up my fucking alley, like right up my fucking alley. So,
hell yeah,
I'm hoping it's got a Fallout vibe, like the new television series. Which, hey, shout out to JP, shout out to Ridge, shout out to Jake. They told me my favorite video game of all time is Fallout 4, and it's starting to become Red Dead Redemption 2, but neither here nor there. I love both games. And I told them that in conversation one day. They're like, have you seen the show? The show is dope. And I was like, I saw it, but I'm just such a huge fan of the game. I don't think I would like the show.
Yeah.
Wrong again, guys. Fucking love the show. I'm definitely looking forward to the new season of Fallout. Fallout 2. Season 2 is coming out, guys.
I don't watch a lot of those, at least not all the way through. I'll give them a try, but Fallout, I did. I was like, oh, this is really good, because I don't even play the game. So
right.
You know, I don't have that same connection to it.
Damn, I didn't know you watched it, so you liked it too.
I did, yeah. Walton Goggins. Oh, and he kills it.
Fucking Walton Goggins kills everything he does.
I know.
Baby Billy, come on now. What the fuck? He was in Eastbound
Walton
and Down.
Goggins.
Walton Goggins, that's right.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's another great episode, dude. We made it to fucking 10 episodes.
We made it to 10.
This is the number where everybody quits. I read that today. This is the number of episodes that comes out for most new podcasts, and then they just stop for whatever reason. That's not going to be the case with us, guys, because we got a great episode coming for you next week, Monday, 12 a.m., every fucking Monday. We are going to link a movie to the movie that we just did, however the fuck we want to. And it's your job to guess which movie that is. And if you guess it correctly, or you think you might have the right guess, comment, leave your Venmo, leave your Cash App. If you comment and guess it right and do not have your Cash App, Venmo, you're canceled. You don't win the money. I need both. Okay. I'm going to find the loopholes, guys. So if you do what I say, comment, leave your Cash App, or however you want to get paid. If you guess it right, that's right.
What do they win?
$100. And I'm talking straight to your phone. As soon as I see it, I'll send it your way. Really appreciate all the new subscribers. Guys, for real, dude. If you're watching this on fucking YouTube, please share it. Please tell people to check it out. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Instagram. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your kids. You know, fucking, I don't know if your cat has a fucking TikTok, dude, you know, add it. Like, add our show. Fuck. We want.
Make your cat comment on our videos.
Right.
Do it.
Our goal is to get to 100 subscribers, and we want to get to 100 subscribers before 6 months of doing this show. And believe it or not, we're already on. What the fuck is this? Is this our third month doing this?
I mean, we're into the third month, 2.5 months.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Coming up on 3 really quickly.
That's fucking wild. But yeah, dude, look, we're not going nowhere. We're not gonna be the we're gonna be the minority, dude. We're gonna keep doing it. But we love comments, we love likes, we love interaction. Keep that up, guys. Jacob, you got anything else you want to say before we let these motherfuckers go?
Nah, man, you said it all. That sounds great.
Fucking you sound great. And you know what else sounds great? Fucking cheeseburger, which I'm about to go eat. Peace, guys.